By the way, I just wanted to mention this. If this was an anime, we would probably be like half killed, or we would get into a fight and we jump off into the boiling liquid, whatever it is down there, which will instill horrible pain on us, but it will instill like supreme power upon us as well. In which case we will develop that power to become strong as fuck later on. However, this fucking storyline, as far as I have played the other one and this one as well, the game makes sure doesn't matter how powerful you get, you'll always be a fucking weakling. Does not matter how much mana you have, does not matter how much gold you have, life you have, you're always getting fucked up. You're always getting fucked up. There's literally no pathway out of this except for getting fucked up. It's not a matter of like how far you're in the story or like how strong you have become, but like holy shit, like even when I was playing as the wizard in Wizard's Choice, even in the last chapter when I literally killed a fucking god, but honestly even then it was even then I was not powerful. That was just a specific spell for a specific situation that I used. I mean, I had a lot more mana, but it was also consuming a lot more mana because the constant enemy fights. But regardless, let's go on with this. He turns back to you. I shall take your countenance, commoner. Countenance? I still don't know what countenance means. I'm guessing demeanor or like presence or something. My mistress has already taken the guise of the captain of guard. He must die, but not before I take your face. Then you may die together. The idea leaves you chilled. It's not so much the idea of her transforming into you that you have a problem with, as much as the dying part. Do you have to take my face? You ask. The other parts that I would willingly give you, willingly. A cruel smile turns up one corner of her mouth. She grips your chin in one of her hands, turns your face up, then bends down, presses her lips against yours. Attraction, revulsion, battle for control. On the one hand, her breath is... Oh, I know what this is. Wait, hold on. On one hand, her breath is like wildflowers, as though she washed her mouth with perfume. Her kissing technique isn't bad. On the other hand, she is the psychotic priestess of a dark god who wants to steal your face and kill you. You could give in to the kiss and do your best to seduce her. Maybe you still have a chance to talk your way out of this, or you could pull away and try to buy some time. I'm definitely pulling away, because if I've seen Game of Thrones, she's probably trying to give me a boner to cut my dick off or something. So I'm gonna pull away. You pull away, turn your head to the side and spit. Find another plaything, wench. I'm not into bald women. And I don't like the way you treat your guests either. You shouldn't have said that. Brownbow mutters. What she's going to do, you grunt. She grabs your face with both hands, mashes her lips against yours. Her tongue forces its way past your lips. You feel her teeth gripping into your gripping at your own open mouth. Pain marches up your body as if an armored regiment. You've had rougher lovers before, but this is altogether different. You try, but you can't pull your face away. There is nothing you can do but endure. When she finally releases you, you bend over and spit blood. Take his clothes, she orders. I feel like I'm taking all the wrong options, because I'm literally about to die. Unless this is one of those situations where you're supposed to have only one life, so they force you into situations where you're constantly losing life. But other than that, I don't see it. Because I thought it was one of those Game of Thrones moment where you remember I forget the names. Like Game of Thrones names is so difficult to remember. The one guy that got captured by the Boltons, and they like seduced him using two women, and then they cut his dick off or something. So I thought that was about to happen, but that's why I pulled back. You groan. They have already taken your loots and weapons. You groan. They've already taken your loots and weapons. Now my clothes, you think? You've had enough of this. You came to the city to make your fortune and save your sister. You cannot even keep clothes. It is the gods punishing me for my years of thievery, you think. Of course, what difference will it make once they take my life? You struggle, but the guards holding you gives your arms a painful wrench. They pull your shirt off, laid at their mistress's feet. Then one of the guards grips the chains at Egra's amulet and lifts it off. Mistress? He holds the pendant out in one clawed hand. Her eyes go wide. Some of the color drains from her already pale face. Fools, I thought you searched him. Give me that. No, you shout. She reaches for the amulet. The moment her hand closes around the metal disc, there's a loud clap of thunder. Dust rains from the ceiling. The platform shakes beneath your knees. Melith looks around with fear etched into the lines of her face. She takes one halting step backwards before the dais gives a mighty tremor. With another deafening thunderclap, the altar of the Thog shatters. Like a giant, invisible fist struck it. Melith shrieks and lifts her hands in terror. The amulet swings on its chain. What the fuck is that? Oh, goblins? Strange, high-pitched screams echo through the chamber. You look over to see several small creatures coated with a clear film of slime swiftly crawl out of a large cleft. What? You look over to see several small creatures coated with a clear film of slime swiftly crawl out of a large cleft in the ruined altar? What? So, wait, hold on. So, a magical fist, I'm guessing that's Ohur or something, slams down on the altar of Thog, and then a portal opens and demon goblins come out of it? Imps? Gods. I'm gonna use that for a thumbnail, definitely. That looks cool. Gods, what fiends are these? You wonder. The beasts are even smaller than goblins, wrinkled, hairless, like oh, it's Skags. I do remember from them from the first game, I think, at least. I've heard the word Skags, at least. I don't remember them specifically. Beasts are even smaller than goblins, wrinkled, hairless, like elderly babies. Elderly babies with hooked noses and long, narrow fangs. Scrags, shouts Melith. Scrags, you think? You remember the name from one bard's tale you have heard. The bard referred to them as little demons of great mischief and no love of law. Okay, so this is definitely Ohur's doing. And violence, you think, as one of the Scrags leap from the altar into blinding speed and latches his fanged mouth into the crotch of one of the nearby guards. The guard shouts as he brings his mailed fist down upon the little demon. Yet his blow glances off the slime-covered skin. A Scrag bounds over, springs at the crotch of one of the nearby naked priestess. She screams, clamping her knees together, and shields her nether regions. The Scrag clamp down at her fingers, blood running down his slimy chin. Now, Bonebrow cries. He levers all his weight against the guard behind him. The hapless foot soldier slips and falls, screaming into the dark waters with a splash. You try unsuccessfully to dislodge the guard holding you. Bonebrow comes to your rescue, leaps to his feet, rams a shoulder into the guard that's holding you. The soldier stumbles backward towards the edge of the platform. What do you do? Kick the guard's leg. Yeah, I'm gonna kick the guard's leg. I don't want to slam into him lest I fall as well. You lash out with your foot, connecting with the guard's knee. His leg bends at the wrong angle. He staggers, lets out a guttural scream. You follow up with a kick to the misshapen face. The soldier pitches over backwards and falls from the platform. Okay. You're considering which way to run when your attention is drawn to a swift movement to your peripheral vision. You turn. What? Peripheral vision. You turn and see one of the Scrags charging you. Your hands are bound behind your back. Yeah, turn from it. Just turn. It's not gonna bite you in the ass, right? Maybe? Turn from it? Instinctive fear of the genital flood your mind and you turn from the creature. The weight of the creature slams into your back. Stumble forward, the claws dig into your arms and violent thrashing at the bounds around your waist. A moment later, your wrists are free. You turn to see the little demon is already off of you, swiftly circling Bonebrow, who is now kicking and cursing at the creature. Let it untie you, you shout. Bonebrow doesn't look happy about it, but turns his back to the creature and holds still as it leaps onto him. Fangs of the beast shred through Bonebrow's bounds as blood draws. He's already low on blood. He should be dead by now, honestly. As blood draws from his wrist, it only takes a moment before he's free. The slimy Scrag then leaps off to join his comrade as they attack your enemies. Only a few meters away, Melith has one Scrag lashed onto her bare leg. Why? By the way, why is what is her name? What is her name again? Fucking hell! Why is the Ohur's daughter helping us? By the way, or Ohur is helping us. I forgot the Ohur's daughter's name. Fucking hell! Only a few meters away, Melith has one Scrag lashed onto her bare leg. Her eyes are rolled up into her head. She's whispering something. Bulges suddenly appear under the skin of her flanks, like small hands pushing their way out. Bonebrow yells, "Let us flee this temple of horrors." What do you do? I think punch Melit would be good because if she falls down, that would be great. Oh, that's not good. Melit appears to be up to some sort of evil. I thought I would probably kick her off the platform because once she transforms, she's gonna be super strong and let's come after us or something. But no, Melit appears to be. I'm making all the wrong choices. I might get the better of trousers. Fucking hell. Melit appears to be up to some sort of evil. Better to strike while she's distracted, you think. You lunge forward and punch her in the face. She rocks back on her heels with a groan and falls on her behind. You stride forward. Why? I thought I would just punch her and leave. You stride forward to kick her in the head, but before you can, the bulge on one of her side of torso rips open and a tentacle shoots out, slamming you in the chest like a kick from a horse. As you recover on the floor, you see two tentacles wrapping around the scrag that has been mangling her leg. The eyes of the scrag bulge out. Yeah, this is... these are the fucking parasites from Resident Evil, honestly. Oh, life increases 5? Why? A Bonebrow is now several meters away. You're about to run after him when you notice a holy symbol of Aletheia glinting in the torchlight on the floor nearby. Without thinking, you run forward, dive and snatch up the pendant as you somersault back onto your feet. Something whips past your neck, probably a tentacle. As you run towards the stairway leading up, you put the pendant around your neck. Egra, save me, or that's her name. Egra. Power infuses into your muscles and the pain from your various wounds is lessened. Egra's voice fills your mind. My father aids us now, but we are in the house of a rival god. There is only so much he will do. Save yourself, mortal. Kill the godling, comes a shrilling voice from behind. Oh, okay. You turn back and see Melee takes a because wait, who's the godling? Is my character the godling, or like is Rooster the godling or Egra the godling? I'm still confused about that. You turn back and see Melee take a step towards you as the tentacles writhe around her. Two scrags leap upon her back. She shouts some strange words and the ground shakes. Flee, you must flee now, shouts Egra in your mind. The rumbling intensifies and the water below rises up, engulfing the platform like a wave. Instantly, you're up to your waist, then a moment later, you're underwater. You push up to the surface, you're deafening by the sound of churning, frothing water, screams and curses. A thicket of tentacles punch out of the surface, only 20 meters or so from you. Some are as thick as ropes, while others are as thick as a man's torso. Holy shit. They wave about, searching. One tentacle wraps around the thrashing scrag, pulls the demon underwater in an instant. Bonebrow is not in sight, but you're not surprised with all the waves and chaos. What do? I think it's pointless to search for Bonebrow at this point because he's probably gone. I should have gone with him, honestly. Ask Egra for help. She already told you she's not going to help us beyond this point, so let's just swim away. You begin swimming as fast as you can in a random direction. Anywhere is better than the middle of this, you think. There's a spurting of water nearby. Melith is spitting, hissing as she swims towards you. Being almost completely naked gives her an advantage, but I'm also naked, I think. Instead, she's closing in. You kick out. A lucky shot, you connect your boot to her face. Why do I have a boot? I mean, yeah, she only took off our shirt, I think. Anyway, she didn't take off the bottom part. The shoes or the pants. You connect your boot to her face with a terrible crunch of her nose. She falls back, drifting with her eyes rolled up to her head, and starting to stink. A tentacle as thick as your leg is slithering over the surface near the sinking priestess. Why would I save her? Why is that even an option? Swim away as fast as you can. What are you talking about? Strangely, you feel a tinge of guilt as you turn and begin swimming away to escape. You never imagined that you would leave someone to drown. She meant to murder me, you think. Let the water monster rescue her, you think. As you swim as swiftly as you can for the half-submerged stone stairway ahead, you notice any of the Thog's guards. You don't notice any of the Thog's guard. It was hard to tell under their cloaks, but you think most of them... What? Most of them had armor on. Right, they sunk. No doubt they had sunk. Perhaps it was a stroke of luck that you were robbed of all of your belongings, stripped half naked. All that silver and your sword would have been a terrible hindrance in the water. Right, my sword is gone. I have to give that back, so now I have to pay with the gold I get from the Bonebrow. Well, then again, maybe he won't take that much money from me, considering we just saved his ass. But regardless,